TechCrunch. I am here at the Vet Hackathon, and we've got a great team from Bugle.co. And as you can see, there's a coffee cup Windows message up because these guys are working. They're hacking away at things. I have Alexander, Jared, and we have Isaac, who's like, I'm coding. I don't need that. Where are you guys from?
Grew up in Oregon.
Okay. It's a lovely place.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Where's Bugle.co located?
Right here. We just started this weekend, so we've been working on it for 2 days.
Right? Oh, you're a newly formed team.
Exactly.
That's phenomenal. So tell us what Bugle.co or Bugle does.
It's a secure, reliable messaging system.
Okay.
So when you look at traditional messaging systems like Twitter or GroupMe or WhatsApp,
right,
they either broadcast to everyone or they're sent to one person or a small group. This is structured. So it's designed for the military, like a chain of command. Like, for example, if you're a first sergeant, you would send it out to the 3 people below you. You would send it to the different platoon sergeants. And then they could forward it on to their squad leaders, and then in return they would forward it on down.
Right.
So sometimes you don't want to send it past that next level.
Sure. For reasons,
right?
It's military stuff.
Of course.
Okay, so and you guys just came up with this idea together. Is it something you have all thought about before that was needed?
Jared was very persuasive because when he stood up on Friday and said, "Hey, I'm thinking of that idea," was it Saturday? Saturday morning.
Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thinking of that idea, it was like, wow, like it's true. That will be applicable in the military, but also in so many other places. And
No,
so,
is it web-based? Is it an app? Is it all of the what's
We're writing it in HTML5.
Okay.
Actually, you're writing in Ruby, aren't you? No. Yeah, we switched over.
HTML5 app that, for the purposes of this weekend, figured it'd be
Sure.
faster. Just do it on the web.
Of course.
And if we pursue it further, then naturally it'll use the native hooks, native APIs, and it'll rock and roll.
Right, and we're using push notifications and SMS as well.
Okay.
Okay, and one thing that's really big with this is we're giving it the option to require acknowledgement.
Right.
So say you send a message to your subordinates and you tell them, hey, you need to be there at 06 tomorrow. Well, you can require an acknowledgement, and that way they click, okay, gotcha, and send it back. That way, when they don't show up, they can't say, oh, I didn't get the message.
Because they did get the message.
Exactly.
The dog ate my homework. We know that one.
Exactly.
That's awesome. So you said, if we move further with this, I know you guys are like in the middle of it, but are you guys going to get together afterwards and say, do you really want to make a go at this and kind of assess it after this whole thing's done?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
That's good. That's good to hear.
it's the interesting thing around these events is sometimes teams come together like this
Sure.
for 48 hours and you can come up with a brilliant idea. So I was amazed when I first participated in Startup Weekend last year in November. My team ended up winning first place in Startup Weekend Vancouver, and we're still running with that startup. But I was here to try and help, and it's my first time working closely with U.S. veterans.
That's
But it
awesome.
was an awesome experience.
Can you tell us about where you served and a little background on that, as much as you can tell us?
Sure, you want to go first?
Yeah, I served in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, my pleasure. Well, I wouldn't say pleasure, but
I understand.
it was good. I did that for about 5 years, and so I deployed twice and came back, went to school, and picked up coding on the side. So now I'm making the best of it and trying to make a living, take care of my family.
That's awesome.
I was in the Marines and in the Marine Reserve for a total of 6 years, and then I was in Afghanistan for almost 2 years, actually as a civilian working with the Army after I got out of the Marines. And then about 2 weeks ago, I went into the Army Guard, so I'm actually actively in the Guard right now. Yeah, I got out in 05 and I kind of missed it.
Are you active right now?
No. Oh, I mean, I'm actively in the Guard, so I'm reporting once a month.
No, active right now. It's like no. Thank you, sir, for your service.
Thank you. And you've been a civilian your whole life, right?
You're a civilian your whole life, but you're an honorary member. So happy Veterans Day to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all that you do, and I wish you the best of luck with it.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here with Dan from Neospace.us with his whole team. Some of them just got up. They're drinking balls and beers and all kinds of stuff. And Dan, can you tell us what Neospace is working on, what it is?
So Neospace is a non-traditional learning space, a hacker space, specifically geared around penetration testing and network security.
Okay.
And with Veterans Day, what we're really trying to do is bring all these veterans coming back from the war and retrain them for this digital environment.
Right.
right now there's a huge demand in the industry for penetration testers and network security professionals.
Okay.
So we're just trying to bring these guys back in, hit them with a computer security boot camp, crash course, 9 months, get them up and ready and in the industry earning money.
That's great. I mean, so is it something that they pay for? They come in and that helps?
Veterans,
support
we're going to try and have a much cheaper entry.
Great.
And what
That's
we're going to try
awesome.
and do is collect a fee off of actually getting them a job and seeing results.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. So yes, we have. It's fine. I love these guys. So it's gonna. You're planning on having a physical space.
Yep, in San Jose.
In
hopefully.
San Jose. Okay,
Yep,
great.
Silicon Valley.
So fantastic. So they'll come in and they'll focus on those things. How are you connecting with them? Are you kind of just going to spread the word out through your channels?
So we have some really good channels here. VetsInTech actually organized this whole event,
Yes.
and we're going to try and really funnel the veterans in because we need people that have responsibility, that already adhere to a set of ethics and codes to then take on this computer security challenge.
Right.
So I couldn't think of a better group of people than veterans.
And they have experience that no one else, specifically civilians like myself, they just don't have.
Yeah.
So that's the hard part, teaching the computer and the tech side of it. I mean, that's great.
The actual experience, and this is for me is the biggest entry barrier I find in the industry, is there's so few legal channels to get this hacking experience.
Right.
There's no networks that you can go and practice on a corporate network with
Got
a
it.
domain controller and these domain admins.
Right.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to provide this infrastructure and these virtual networks for people just to log in and practice hacking these systems in a
Very
legal, ethical
interesting.
channel.
Right. So you're just gonna have like a master control room where somebody can just
This whole,
mess around in. That's
Fox
pretty
networks
awesome.
that you log in, and there's your whole corporate environment. Your databases are separate, and you can actually play in a digital playground.
That's awesome. So did you all just meet? Did you just meet
Yeah,
this weekend?
I met a lot of the veterans this weekend. Jeff has been my partner. We've been working on setting this space up for a while. And Evan, this is his second day in America. He's from Taiwan, so
Welcome.
yeah, we're all just working on setting it up.
That's great. And regardless of how today goes, are you going to move forward with this idea?
Of course.
Of course.
Carry it on my back if I have to.
That's awesome. Can you tell us about your service and how you've been involved?
So I actually work with the USCC a lot.
Okay.
It's the US Cyber Challenge.
Got it.
It's a group, it's a nonprofit group that just tries to educate Americans around the country in computer security because there's this huge demand for it. So that's my experience with this whole thing, and I have a lot of friends that are vets, and I'm just, trying to do something for the community and give back.
That's awesome. Happy Veterans Day, and I can't wait to come by and check out Neospace.
Awesome, man.
Thank you
Can't
very
wait to
much,
have you.
Dan. We're here with Ryan from a group here called Pocket DI, and as you can see behind us, it is an app, and there is a drill sergeant yelling at us. Ryan, can you tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing?
Sure. So this was really a fun kind of last-minute project that we decided to jump on here at the VetsInTech hackathon. And basically what we were thinking is, there's not really a fun and interactive way for people to track their workouts. And so what a lot of vets go through when they go to boot camp, they get a drill instructor constantly yelling at you, telling you how to
Is
tie
it really
your shoes.
like the movies?
It's pretty
Okay.
pretty similar. Actually, sometimes it's actually worse. But
Hats off to you.
That's why they don't film it. But we appreciate all the support that we've been getting here, and so we decided to come up with a solution. There's this fascination in America where people really are into the boot camps. You go to any 24-hour fitness gym or Gold's Gym, and there's just this really big desire for people to want to get up at 6 in the morning,
Sure.
go to a mock boot camp where they kind of feel like
CrossFit and all this other stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. So people really get a kick out of that, and So what we're trying to do is kind of bring that experience into a more personalized experience in your phone. So we're manipulating the accelerometer on the iPhone so that you're able to track your push-ups, your pull-ups, your crunches, measure your run time, speed, elevation, things like that. So this is the very early stage of what we're doing.
Sure.
So of course we've done this in the past 5 hours,
Right.
but I think that this will be a really fun project to kind of explore.
That sounds cool. Can you tell me a little bit about your military background?
Yeah, so I currently serve in the reserves out of a rescue unit at the San Jose National Guard Armory. I'm in the State Guard, and it's basically a Homeland Security defense force. We basically do everything from statewide emergency response to natural disaster response. with an emphasis on radio communication and search and rescue.
Thank you for all that you do, and we'll look
You're
forward to
welcome.
the. He's not yelling anymore. Can we make a
He'll be
talk
yelling
here?
later.
There he is.
He'll be
He's
yelling
yelling.
later.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
We're here with Khalees from Events for Vets, another group here hacking away and creating stuff. And can you tell us how you met the team and how you came up with your idea and what the idea is?
Well, basically this was an open event, so we came here, everybody pitched their events, came up with an idea, we voted for them, and basically just formed our teams from there. So I really liked David's idea, and so I helped him out with whatever knowledge that I have.
Sure.
And so here we are.
And what does Events for Vets do?
Event for Vets is basically, right now we're using Reddit as a web page where you can post a lot of events, any events that you want. And we're creating an application that pulls the feeds from there so that you can access them. And our target is to bring it to the vets so that they can easily find all the events and everything. Because I spoke to a lot of people here, myself included. I heard this word of mouth, and some people heard it on a campus. And
There was no place for it.
Basically. So here's a general spot.
It didn't
event for
exist,
vets.
build it.
Yep,
All right.
exactly.
Can you tell me about your military background a little bit?
I served 6 years in the military. I served in Camp Lejeune. I made 3 tours, and I was a network engineer. So
Thank you very much, sir, and happy Veterans Day, and thank you for doing what you do.
no problem. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm here with Ryan and Tim from Textbook Swap, SWOP, which makes all the difference. Can you tell me a little bit about what you guys are working on? Ryan, just how do you know this guy, and how did this work?
Well, what we're working on pretty much is a website where we set up the service where you can take your old textbooks, the ones that are used.
Right.
You usually buy them for like $172. You try to sell them back, there's only about $40. There's no value
Right.
in there. That's a huge price difference. So what we want to do is we want to make it a web application or mobile application and the website. Everyone wants to have both nowadays.
Sure.
So you can take your used books, list them on there, and then they'll get shipped from you to the person that wants them. You'll get a credit, or you use that credit later on to get books that somebody else has and that you want. Now you can also buy credits if you're a freshman, you don't have any books right now, and then you need to get into the system.
So you're taking the dollar amount away from the books completely. It's
Yes.
like, I want to get rid of this book and get this book.
Yes, because used
Smart.
textbooks are used textbooks.
Brilliant. Awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about your military background?
I was a veteran. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps. Tim here is a veteran of the Navy.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you for everything that you do, and happy Veterans Day,
Thank you very much.
we're looking forward to hearing more about the service.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. That is a firm handshake.